Hello everyone. Today is the third day of Breastfeeding Week celebration. Today I'm going to tell you the details of competency number PE 7.3. In this we have to understand what are the various composition and type of breast milk and what is the difference between cow and human milk. There are three types of the breast milk: colostrum, transitional milk, and mature milk. And in some literature, it is also mentioned after 6 weeks postpartum, fully mature. Colostrum secreted in first 3-4 days after delivery, then transitional milk from 5th day till the 2 weeks postpartum, and after that mature milk secreted from 2 weeks till 4 to 6 week postpartum, then fully mature after 4 to 6 weeks postpartum. Then what is the difference between these various types of breast milk? Here in this image you can see the color of various milk. Colostrum is yellow and thick. Transitional milk slight yellow and thin compared to the colostrum, and mature milk is white in color and fully mature also white in color. So colostrum, which is secreted in first 3-4 days postpartum, is yellow and thick, low in quantity, high in the protein level compared to the transitional and mature milk, containing less fat and low concentration of lactose. Both are less in the colostrum. Fat 15 to 20 gram per liter and lactose 20 to 30 gram per liter. Total carb 50 to 62 gram per liter. Energy which is provided by the colostrum 50 to 60 kilocalorie per 100 ml. It is rich in the vitamin A, D, E, K, also containing high level of sodium chloride, magnesium. But the potassium and the calcium level are low in the colostrum. It is rich in the immunological component, secretory IgA, lactoferrin, leukocyte. Rich in the developmental factor, epidermal growth factor. So main function of the colostrum is providing the immunity to the baby. So protection against infection occur. So it is trophic rather than nutritional for the baby. Then transitional milk, which is secreted between 5th day till 2 weeks postpartum. It is thinner and lighter in color compared to colostrum, low in protein, high in the lactose and fat content. Also contains more calories than colostrum because of high concentration of lactose and fat, less immunoglobulin present in the transitional milk compared to the colostrum. So it provides the sufficient calories to the baby, so support the nutritional and developmental need of the baby. Mature milk, which is secreted between 2 weeks to 4 to 6 weeks postpartum, and after that fully mature milk is secreted, and the composition of mature and fully mature milk almost same. It is thinner and larger in quantity compared to the transitional and the colostrum. It is whitish in color and containing more protein, 8 to 10 gram per liter compared to the transitional milk, but less than colostrum. High concentration of lactose and fat present in the mature milk, 67 to 70 gram per liter lactose and 35 to 40 gram per liter fat. And water percentage in the mature milk is around 88%. So it contains more calories, 65 to 70 kilocalorie per 100 ml. Also containing the enough vitamin so the normal growth of the baby can occur. Except vitamin D and K is not in the sufficient quantity in the mature milk. That's why we have to give the vitamin K injection at the time of birth, and also we have to start the vitamin D supplement for the every newborn. Also containing the various growth factors, bioactive proteins and peptide. When mother is giving the breastfeeding, during the feeding time, composition of breast milk also changes. Fore milk, which is released at the starting of breastfeeding, and hind milk which is released later in the feeding time, and composition of the both the milks are different. So foremilk, which is the initial portion of the milk stream, is watery and thin, while the hind milk, which is the later portion of the breast milk stream, it is thick in consistency. Main purpose of foremilk is to hydrate the baby, so it satisfies the baby's thirst and also act as a mild laxative. It is containing the higher level of lactose, protein, vitamin, mineral, but lower level of the fat content. While in the hind milk, higher fat content, so it provides high calorie value. So it satisfies the baby's hunger. So in the initial part, milk is thin and baby is having the thirst which is satisfied with the foremilk. While in the later part, thick milk is secreted which is containing the higher fat content and provide the high calorie value, and it satisfies the baby's hunger. It fulfills all the nutritional demands and promote the growth. So fat content in the foremilk 1.9 gram per 100 ml, while in the hind milk 5.2 gram per 100 ml. So almost 3 times. By this image, you can understand the composition. Colostrum, which is secreted in first 3-4 days after delivery, containing the high protein level, while the fat and lactose level are less. In foremilk, fat is less and protein and the lactose concentration is high, while in the hind milk, which is secreted in the later part of the breastfeeding, containing the high fat. Composition of milk also vary according to the maturity of the baby. So we label the preterm milk whenever delivery occur before 37 weeks, and full term milk whenever baby is full term and mature more than 37 weeks. So what is the difference between the preterm milk and the term milk? It contains higher protein and fat and free amino acids and sodium. Copper and zinc content also higher in the preterm milk compared to the term milk. Energy content of the term milk is similar to the preterm milk. Lactose concentration is higher in the term milk compared to the preterm milk. Calcium is also higher in the term milk compared to the preterm milk. By this image, you can understand that the fat concentration is similar in the both full term and the preterm milk. Both are containing the 3.5 gram per dl, while the protein concentration is high in the preterm milk, 2 gram per dl, while only 1 gram per dl in the full term. And lactose concentration is higher in the full term milk, while in the preterm milk only 6 gram per dl, and here you can see 7 gram per dl. Now the second part of this competency is the difference between cow's milk and the human milk. So what is the difference between cow's milk and the human milk per 100 ml? And this is the composition of mature human milk. So energy which is provided by the cow milks per 100 ml 67, while with the human milk 71. Sugar in gram 4.5 to 4.8 grams per 100 ml, while in the human milk 6.5 to 7 gram per 100 ml. It is higher compared to the cow's milk. Lactose concentration 4.5 gram, while in the human milk it is 7.5 gram per 100 ml. Protein concentration is higher in the cow's milk, 3.3 to 3.5 gram per 100 ml, while in the human milk 0.9 to 1.1 gram per 100 ml. And the casein in gram, 3 gram per 100 ml, 80% of the protein. And this contain only 30 to 40%, 0.5 gram. And lactalbumin in gram 0.5 gram, while here 0.7 gram. So whey protein, lactalbumin and lactoglobulin 20% in the cow's milk, while the 60 to 70% in the human milk. So whey to casein ratio 20:80 in the cow's milk and 60:40 in human milk. And we know whey protein is easily digested and more important for the maturation of the baby and the growth of the baby. And kidney in the first 2 years of life is not fully mature, so such high concentration of protein is also not easily digested, and kidney also overloaded with the such higher concentration. So that's why in the human milk protein concentration is low. Amino acids inadequate for the brain development, while in the human milk adequate for the brain development. Fat 3.6 grams per 100 ml but more saturated, while in the human milk 3.8 to 4.2 but mainly polyunsaturated for the brain growth and also for the source of energy. Now the minerals and trace elements in the cow milk and human milk. Sodium in milligram 43 in the cow's milk while in the human milk 15. Potassium 156 in the cow's milk and 58 in the human milk. Calcium concentration in cow's milk 120 milligram per 100 ml, and in human milk it is 34, and phosphorus in milligram 94, and in human milk 15. So the ratio of calcium phosphorus less than 2:1, while in the human milk ratio is more than 2:1. So it protects against the neonatal hypocalcemia. So calcium phosphorus ratio is more important than the calcium concentration. It is more easily absorbed and uh, also protect against the neonatal hypocalcemia. Magnesium level 11 in cow's milk and 3 in the human milk. Iron 0.02 and in human milk 0.01 to zero point 0.1. But bioavailability of the iron in human milk is more compared to the cow's milk. Copper trace here 0.04 milligram per 100 ml, zinc zero point 0.4, zero point 0.3 almost equal, chloride 87 and 42, and selenium 1 similar to the cow's milk, iodine 30 microgram, here 7 microgram. So the composition of human milk, basically bioavailability and the load to the kidney, all are favorable for the human baby. Now the vitamins. Retinol 19 microgram per 100 ml, here 58. Carotene 9, here 24. Vitamin D concentration 0.5 to 4 international unit, here 0.5 to 10 international unit per 100 ml. Vitamin E 0.06, while here 0.56. Vitamin K 6, here 1.5. It is less compared to the cow's milk. Thiamine 0.03, almost similar 0.02. Riboflavin 0.24, 0.03. Niacin 0.1, 0.2. Vitamin B6 0.06 and zero point 0.02. Vitamin B12 zero point 0.9, here very trace amount. Folate 9, here 5. Biotin in microgram 3.7, very less. Vitamin C 2 and 4. So the vitamin D is also not in the sufficient quantity in the human milk. That's why we supplement the vitamin D to the every newborn baby. Now the water content in cow and human milk both are having 88%, but it is not adequate to excrete the solute load by the kidney because sodium concentration high in the cow milk, so also requiring the more water to excrete, while it is adequate to excrete the solute load by the kidney. Osmolality more than 300, while in the human milk 290 to 300. Protective substance not present in the cow milk, while in the human milk various protective factors are there. Immunoglobulin, IgM, IgA, leukocyte, macrophage, lymphocyte, various cells, bifidus factor, lactoferrin, transferrin, lysozyme, anti-staph factor, para-amino, benzoic acid, all protect against various infections. In hormone and growth factors not present in the cow milk, while in the human milk, epidermal growth factor, brain derived neurotrophic factor, neuronal growth factor, insulin like growth factor. It is very important for the growth and the development of the baby and brain growth also. It lacks the adequate digestive enzyme, so it is not easily digested by the baby. Lipase present in the human milk which helps to digest the fat in the presence of bile. So this is all about the competency number 7.3 about the various types of the breast milk and the difference between cow and the human milk. Thank you so much.